Hello YouTube, welcome to the final part of this review of the Superitron Mini Zeta Toys Superion Legends class combiner. And today we're going to be covering the accessories that came with Silver Arrow in his massive box. Here's how big it is. It's double the size of the other boxes. If you lay these on their side here, you can see, lay one there and another one on top, and that's the size of the Silverbolt box. So in this video we'll be taking a look at all the accessories that came with this, as well as putting the combiner together. So first off, of course we have Silver Arrow's gun, and to start with this is we are going to fold this handle in, then fold the barrel under. We'll set that off to the side. And in the box, we got a little baggie, and it had these pieces in it. They're identical, just two little, wings that'll go onto the chest. Optional items, or optional pieces. And then when you don't have those in the baggie, you can always use the baggie to put all of the other guys' guns in, which is what I do. And then here's the insert for Superion, or for Silverbolt. So we're going to take this off, and you can see all of the pieces in here for the combined mode. So I'll start off. Here is the rifle, and it looks pretty cool. It has these tabs on here. I'm not exactly sure what these are for offhand. I don't know if it's supposed to plug into something, but they're there. And it has like this tab here, and I'm not sure. I'm really not sure, like, if it's supposed to tab into anything in particular, but those are there. And we can open this up, and that's where we take Silverbolt's gun and just slide it in, and close this back up, and bring down the combined mode handle, and there is Superion's rifle assembled. Set that off to the side, and we'll take a quick look at the feet of Superion. So he does come in the baggie. He does come with these little pads here, and I've applied them already. They're rubber pads to keep the feet from slipping. I've seen a review where the reviewer said that it doesn't have any problem slipping, so they aren't necessary, but I just wanted to put them on there, and just in case. So there's the feet, and they're really nice. You see one has a black ankle, the other one has a white ankle. That's to correspond with skydive and air raid, respectively. And they're cast in this off-white plastic, and they have some silver stripes painted here on the front, and then there's these thrusters underneath that are also painted. I want to say they look like 5mm ports. Let me check really quick. They look like 5mm ports to me, so I think I should have, this. So it's like a 5mm port. And if you wanted to, say you wanted to like take these guys or something, but I think really the best thing to do with those is if you wanted to use, like, display him flying and use like effects parts. Say your Siege effects parts, War for Cybertron Trilogy effects parts, stuff like that. So, and that's painted a really nice gunmetal gray. Very nice detailing on these feet, though. So, to connect the leg bots to those, we'll take Skydive first, and you can see there's like a little grooves in here. There's a groove in the middle, and then there's these 2 grooves on the sides. And what we're going to do is these tabs here on the side will go into the grooves on the side, and then this little L-shaped, or not L, but like this little shape here is like a C-shaped connection. Will go in the middle. And then we can bring this piece up and tab that, and it locks it in place so it won't come off. And there's one leg ready to go. Articulation on these ankles, though, you can get out to there, which is nice, and then they can go forward there and back to there. There is no swivel, but you don't really need a swivel on a foot. So same thing with air raid. We're going to just take this, I like to bring that up a little bit, and slide it on. And it's the same exact connection. These are interchangeable if you wanted to switch which one was on which side. But and once again, ankle out there, back to there, forward to there. So pretty nice. I do wish they had put like a toe tilt on this. As it is, there's no real foot articulation, just ankle articulation. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So there's the legs. And now the next segment we're going to take a look at is the torso. And there's the torso. Like I said, it's pretty much the whole robot. You get the torso and the thighs and the knee joints, and it's really well painted. Got red highlight or accents here. This is die cast, silver here, red accents here, and you got this nice metallic coloring on the plastic, the red metallic coloring and the yellow metallic coloring. The back's pretty well detailed here as well. You got the screws, though. Not too big of a deal for me. I don't really look at the back of the figure. Bring this up here, and we will connect. We can connect these to the legs. So, kind of want to bring these out a little bit and flip these flaps out. And we'll take skydive first. And you kind of want to just get a little bit of clearance here. So just enough, you can kind of flex it just enough to get this tab into the back there. And holds in pretty well. If you really wanted to do it properly, you'd take these tabs out, then fold that whole thing out. But just kind of, I got enough, I'll show it on air raid, but got enough clearance here just to get that tab in, and then these flaps will come down and tab into the slots on the shoulders, and that locks that in dead solid. So I'll show this on air raid. Kind of bring this up and bring the leg panels, the back leg panels out, like so, and that'll give you the clearance to pull this back. And then there's this T-shaped slot, T-shaped tab on here, and that'll go over that, and I can lock these in real quick just to keep it in place, and you can see how that goes in there. And then just bring this up and tab these panels back in, readjust the wings proper, and just kind of collapse the kibble onto the back here, like so. And there's the legs connected. Very nice. I'm going to move on up to the torso, and we already pulled this panel out, but now you have multiple tabs inside here. I'm going to go ahead and pull these little flaps up as well. Multiple tabs inside here, and we'll take him, and you got these kind of slots that are made in the chest section here, and those will go over these two tabs, and then this will come down and lock over that. it holds in really solid. Oh, there's also these two little pegs here that'll go into the holes on the back of Silverbolt's legs. So those two little metal tabs. And so this just slides on and into place, and you flip this flap on top down to lock that into place there. And it's a dead solid connection in there, so pretty good. And stay here in the back because we want to see how this works. So there's these two slots here, and that's where the arms are going to go. But first, before we do that, we want to take the arms, and we have his hands. And his hands are fully articulated, almost fully articulated. Each of the fingers has one knuckle in the center, and then also the base pin or base ball jointed knuckle, so you can get a good fist out of it, which looks good. The thumb has two hinges here, so for whatever reason they decided they're C-clips, so it comes off fairly easy. But for some reason they decided to give thumb two hinges and also a ball joint, which I guess it works. But yeah, you get a decent fist out of that. You couldn't see any of that, could you? You get a decent fist out of it. You got this gunmetal gray accent here. The wrist is ball jointed. So this is the left hand, so we're going to use slingshot here. And you're going to split the legs, and you get this like circular piece here, but you can tab this in like that, and then close that like so. And there is one arm. And then you want to do the same thing with the other arm. So split here, and then tab this in like so, and tab that in like so. And so there's both arms. And then on this combiner port, you're gonna have a flat side and then like a rounded hexagonal side or octagonal side here. Sorry about that, I received a phone call, but anyway, you get this flat end here, and that's what you're gonna want to have going forward, because it's an octagon all the way around except for at the edge here, and these will actually lock it into place in the front. So we'll take this and we'll slide it in and bring this panel down, and that locks that in. We'll do the same on the other side. Bring it in, bring that panel down, and that locks it in. And there is the body so far. And we have a few options here. So you can have either the toy accurate option, or you can have the animation accurate option. I'll bring this up a little bit so we can look at both options. Alright. So for the toy accurate option, you're going to want these two wings, and you'll want this head, which does not have the faceplate. And we'll go ahead and take these, and they will tab in here and kind of slide back. And I guess this is also kind of like a comic book accurate style as well. And then this is just a peg that'll go on top. And there's that look, if you want like a toy accurate look, which is not bad. He definitely looks cool. but I know a lot of people will want to have a more animation accurate look. So for an animation accurate look, you do want to kind of remove these and then pull the head off, and we will give him this piece here onto the chest. There's two tabs here that go into these two slots here, and that will plug in. It's a fairly snug fit, though I've seen a lot of people have issues with it just falling off. I don't seem to have that problem, but on your copy, you know, your mileage may vary. And then we'll have this head here, which is more animation accurate, with the faceplate and visor, and the more rounded style. And it's nicely painted with this dark gunmetal. There's dark gunmetal gray. I do wish they had painted the visor. I might go in and like take the head apart if I can, and paint the visor myself. Cause I think it'd look better with paint than it does just unpainted. Same with this one, though I don't think it stands out as much, but it just kind of has this dead look to it. And I don't see any like screw holes, so I think it's like the head's just glued together down the middle or something. Or oh, it just pops apart actually. Did not know that. Okay. So that makes it easy for customization because they're not glued or anything. And actually, I wonder if you can actually take both of them and interchange. If we can change these antennae out for more customizability. It looks like you can, so that's pretty cool. Let's see if this one fits here. I don't think it will. No, so these ones don't fit, but if you wanted to have like the animation style head with these antenna, that'd be cool. It works, but the other way around it doesn't really. Does this fit here? No, it doesn't fit there. And then I want to check out to see if those come out very easily. I think those are glued in. The visors are glued in. So I'll probably have to do a little bit of work to get that so I can paint it. But I think that also is something for you to put like a little light in, like an LED. If you can find a small LED that'll fit in there. So pretty cool. I did not realize that until just now. So anyway, this head goes on here, and there's your animation accurate design, which looks pretty cool. And that's the way I kind of display him. Though I do like this head a lot. I do like this head a lot. And I might see about looking into, like I got some paint flaked off somewhere. Look into seeing if Zeta has a LED kit for this. If they do, I might pick it up, because that's kind of something I'd like to either see light up, or I'll just paint it myself. But yeah, it looks cool. Articulation on this guy. So the head's on a ball joint, and it looks up, looks down, get a little bit of side to side. That's the same on both. The rotation is more at the peg, because the ball joint's tighter than that rotation. You definitely don't want to try and pick this guy up by the head. Arms can rotate full 360. They can go out that far. This one kind of bumps into the head. This one doesn't. And then also his chest flap likes to kind of stay in place. as well. Bringing this arm up. It's a nice ratchet. It's a very nice ratchet. We do have a swivel here above the elbow and a swivel below the elbow. And it bends both ways quite well. Not quite to 90 degrees, but it's kind of a sacrifice it's made for the design. And then the wrist is on a ball joint. Goes out and in fairly nicely. All the fingers are on a ball joint at the base, and then also a hinge at the center. And then the thumb is on a ball joint into a C-clip into another hinge. So pretty good there, articulation wise. He does have a teapot joint, and you kind of have to move it around Silverbolt, but he can go that far over on each side. He has an ab crunch to that degree, and he holds himself up with it fairly well. He does have a ratcheted waist. It cannot go all the way around with that piece on, but with it off, it will. I'm going to go ahead and push this back on. Alright, so move the arms out of the way. Hip panels move out of the way on all six, I should say. All six of them move out of the way for articulation. Kicks forward that far, holds the weight well. If you shake him, it'll come back down a little bit, but otherwise it holds the weight fairly well. And back that far. So get the full Monty. And the outer range is a tighter ratchet, and it seems like it's even tensioned as well as ratcheted. Like tightly tensioned and ratcheted. And that gets you the full Van Damme. He does have this shifting hips. They shift forward and back. So that's as far forward. And that's as far back. And about middle's where you are neutral. Bring those down now. We have a thigh swivel. It's limited when it's down because it bumps against the crotch, but it does go a full 360 if you pull it out to the side. Double jointed knee to bring that one back to there, and this joint will get you, the bottom joint will get you a full 90 degrees by itself, and then that's the farthest you'll get, which is way better than a lot of other figures would be. Everything you'll ever need, honestly. As I manipulate this guy, his chest piece keeps falling off. So, and then I showed the ankle articulation. You can get him with his feet flat on the ground. Let's see, out to there. And it keeps his feet on the ground, which is nice. And then forward and back, keeping his feet on the ground. That's what you get if you keep his feet flat on the ground. So, not bad in that regard. He can hold his gun. Palm in the slot in the hand method, which is like typical Masterpiece style, as well as like most of these third-party Legends combiners have been. And it's It's a very tight fit on this side. And it does kind of like to pop out. But anyway, you can wrap his fingers around it. And he holds that pretty well. It doesn't seem too small for him, but it is a little bit on the small side, if you ask me. Better than being, I guess, too big, like the Combiner Wars version was. Way too big. I haven't tried it in this hand yet, since I've owned it. So, let's see if it fits better on this side. That's very tight fit. I feel like it's gonna pop out, but yeah, it's a very tight fit. But it can go in that hand too. Pretty good. And then there he is from the back. It's not too messy, and kind of like how I said earlier, you can take this backpack off of Silverbolt and really just take Silverbolt out, and he still looks fairly complete. But if you want, you can take the backpack off of Silverbolt and take the backpack off. Bring the legs back together. And then you can plug this back in to his back. For a much cleaner look. If you decide to do that. Which is nice. And you can kind of just leave this in the box if you want. There's plenty of room for it. But yeah. That's a much cleaner look if you want that. Like if you're just going to display him, I definitely recommend doing that. So yeah, fairly nice that you have those options. Anyway, this has been my review of the Zeta Toys Mini Superitron, and I do recommend this kit. If you have the $200 or so to pick him up, he's definitely worth it in my opinion. Very nicely designed all around, looks great, looks very accurate to the original G1 animation, as well as with the bonus accessories, looks very nice in his toy accurate form as well. You have options where you can clean up the look of the robot in his combined mode, which is nice, as well as cleaning up like the Silverbolt in general. The packaging on it is very nice. I really enjoy, I really enjoy when a company takes this much care into how they package their product, because this is really nicely done. This foam, it's nice and sturdy. Your product's not going to go anywhere during shipment, and I'm not, afraid for if this were shipped and the package got damaged, I'm not afraid for figures getting damaged in this kind of foam packaging. So it's really nice. It's nice they provide like a little baggie that you can keep your accessories in that you're not using. That's also a nice little touch, as well as the fact that these heads open and you can like add an LED feature if you wanted to. So that's also very nice. Just the design in general is fantastic. He's got quite a bit of weight to him due to all the die cast in the figure, and he's just a really, really well-rounded, great figure. There are a few sharp edges here and there that you want to check it, that you want to watch for as you're manipulating the figure, as to not cut yourself. I cut myself the other day on him, so that's kind of something you want to watch out for. But otherwise, this has been a really great figure, and I've enjoyed it ever since I got it. It's not too difficult to manipulate. The parts seem fairly sturdy. He doesn't feel like he's gonna break, and by touching him, he feels very sturdy, very solid. I definitely look forward to this company creating more of the legend scaled figures, legend scaled combiners. Really, they look really good, they feel really good, and they pose pretty well. But anyway, that's, I guess, all I really have to say about this figure. He's really nice. I do recommend him. So if you are looking to pick this up, I got this on eBay. It was $200 with the shipping included. So it was like $190 for the whole set, and then $10 shipping from China. From, I think it was Toy something. I can't remember what the seller was, but very nice set, and I definitely do recommend to anybody who likes Superion, anybody who's into the legend scale, anybody who likes Transformers, really. This is a fantastic figure, and I'm so glad I picked him up. So this has been my review of the Zeta Toys Superitron mini set. This has been a really fun trip to go through this figure with you guys. And until next time, till all are one.